This Google form is for questions that your students might have. And so, what they're going to do is they're going to fill this out and they're going to say, I have a question to use a restroom technology issue. And based on their choice, it's going to take them to another section on the form. They are able to also type in if they have something else that's not one of these three things. Once they do that, they're able to say if they have a question, I have rewatched the video, I've asked a friend, and try again. A lot of teachers like to use the 3 before me. And so if that's a strategy that you use, you can kind of check real quickly, did they fill out three things or did they just say two? And so then before pulling them up, you could say, hey, you need to refill out the form. You only tried two different things. So again, these are just some ideas you could add or take away depending on your students and what they need. Then the students are able to type their question right here in the question area. Once they're done, they'll hit submit. If for students say use the restroom, they will just submit the Google form. You don't really have any questions about it, and then you can decide when they're able to go to the restroom. Technology issues, similar to the question, where it's going to say, what have you tried? Have you tried to hit refresh, turn it on and off, ask a friend for help, update your Chromebook, and then they can write a description of what's going on. And then the students are able to submit. So after the students kind of work through this form, your responses are going to go to a Google Sheet. On that Google Sheet, you'll have the timestamp. You're going to have an email address of the student who completed it. And then you're able to go in and you can kind of see here, it's going to tell you that they have a question, they have to use the restroom. And then you're able to kind of highlight as these are coming in for your students. And you can say, like, yep, I did meet with them, or you could add a note column here and add another note. You can also put this on the screen so students can kind of see how many other people are in front of them on the waiting room. You could also make another tab and add the students that you've met with if you want to kind of keep track of who you've met with so far this year. So again, you're able to collaborate. You can share this with another co-teacher, and then you guys can kind of cross off and highlight who you've seen and who still needs some assistance. And then students are also able to see this projected on the board, and then they can know when they're in queue to get help. So what a great way for when students have questions, have technology issues, or just need to use the restroom.